In this video, I am going to demonstrate how to perform experiment number 3, which is analysis of series RLC circuit. So, we will be connecting one resistance, inductance and capacitance, and we will be varying their values, and we will take several readings, and using those readings we will try to analyze several things like what is the total power in the circuit, what is the phase angle, etc., which we will be doing after noting down all the relevant values. So, if you look at the circuit arrangement, till now you have already used voltmeter, ammeter. In this experiment, we are going to introduce you to the wattmeter for measuring active power or the average power, and this switch is DPST, which is double pole single throw. In the earlier experiment, you have used double pole double throw. So, this is double pole single throw because this throw is only on one side, it is not on both the sides. So, it is only on the one side. So, it is single throw, and this rheostat is designed for high current rating. So, basically these two rheostat, they are connected in parallel at the lower side, it is not visible to you, so that their current rating is more, and their connection is same as previous rheostat. So, we have two fixed point, one is this side, another is that side, and this is the variable point, and by varying this position we can vary the resistance value, and otherwise this is similar to the rheostat that you have used in Thevenin or superposition theorem. Now, let us have a look at the circuit diagram that we are going to use in this experiment, and how to make the connection and how to take readings. So, as you can see on the left hand side, 230 volt supply will be given, and it will be given to an auto transformer, and from the auto transformer we will be connecting to an DPST, double pole single throw switch, and this voltmeter will be directly connected across this input supply, and here we will be connecting an ammeter. This will be followed by an wattmeter. So, as we know, for wattmeter we need to connect both current coil and pressure coil. So, for the current coil we will have this M and L, M to be connected on the main side and L to be connected on the load side, and for the pressure coil we will be connecting one side to the common and the other side, which is V voltage, that we will be connecting here. And after wattmeter, this RLC, they will be connected in series. So, let us try to see how to do this connection. So, first from the left hand side we have this variac, and variac is connected to DPST using these two wire, and from the other side of DPST what we are going to have, so we are going to connect to an ammeter, and from the ammeter we are going to connect it to the M of the wattmeter. So, this is the M terminal, and then M and C, they are going to be shorted. So, basically we have connected this ammeter and wattmeter, ML connection is done, and from the load terminal of the wattmeter, where is that load terminal? This is the load terminal, as you can see L written over there. So, from this load terminal we will be connecting RL and C, all of them in series. So, from this L terminal we are going to this rheostat, and from the other terminal of rheostat we are connecting to the inductor and then to a capacitor, and the other side of the capacitor is connected to, so this is the other side of capacitor, it is connected to the voltage terminal of the wattmeter, and both of them together will be connected back to the supply. So, this point from the capacitor, it is connected to the V terminal of the wattmeter. So, as we know, wattmeter has 3 voltage terminals, 3 different ranges. So, we can connect to whatever range is suitable to us. So, these two are connected, and this terminal is sent back to the supply negative side here. And to measure the voltage across these 3 elements, we can use this multimeter. So, we can hold the multimeter probe across resistance, inductance or capacitor whenever it is required. So, this is how the circuit connection is made, And what you are supposed to do, you will be varying this inductance values for different readings. So sometime you will be taking only self inductance of one coil, then you will be connecting them in differential series, differential parallel, etc. You can also change this capacitance value. There are these two capacitance are connected, so either you can connect them in series or parallel, and also you can vary this resistance value. So based on these different values, you can note down what is the voltage, what is the current flowing through them, and you can do analysis. You can also compare how much power is being consumed by the circuit. So all those things you can get from the data. So in the observation table, for a given capacitor, what you can do is that you can select a given resistance value, let's say 20 ohm, and then you can take 2-3 different inductance values and keep noting the current. Current will be same because all the elements are connected in series, so you need to take only one reading. Same current is flowing through all the 3 elements, and their voltage you can note down, and from the wattmeter you can note down what is the power consumed by the circuit. And along with this, you can do a lot of other analysis like what is the phase angle, etc.